Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it.
Besties, do you have a second? Hey, friend.
Hey, best friend. Girl, what you doing?
Hey, the best squad. It's your girl, Ebony, the best. Guys, I have a few topics for us to go through, but before I get started, let me start by saying everything I'm about to say, it's all alleged, all in my opinion, and it's all for entertainment purposes that is covered by the copyright law fair use. But guys, let's get into these hot topics.
Do me a favor, don't talk to me.
Hey, the best squad. So let's get into some hot topics. When I tell y'all, oh my God, I am so tired. I am tired this week. Like, I don't know if a lot of y'all work with patients. Some of them, don't get me wrong, I love working with patients. I mean, I believe that's my calling to deal with people, helping them, just showing love. I just love, especially the seniors. I worked in a geriatric psych ward for the elders, and I tell you, oh my God, my heart cries for them. But anyway, let's get into some hot topics because, baby, there's a lot going on around here. The first one I'm going to show you is a sister who avenged her brother's unaliving. He was 16 years old, and I guess he was walking home, and some ninja unalive him, and she tracked the person down and unalive him, then text her brother to say, I got him, rest in peace. This is crazy.
Sister tracked down her brother's killer, killed him, and texted her deceased brother, got him. In Kansas City, Missouri, a 21-year-old sister avenged the death of her 16-year-old brother. Titiana Kopich has been charged with second-degree murder and armed criminal action. Her 16-year-old brother, Jason Ugwu Jr., was murdered on January 10th. His family believes Jason was shot while walking home from the BP gas station near 40 Highway and Topping Avenue with two teenage friends after school. His friends managed to escape the scene and called the police after making it home. Titiana then set out to figure out who killed her brother. Through her investigation, she identified the car involved in the shooting and planned a meeting with Keith Lars, whom she believed was responsible for her brother's death. Titiana ambushed Keith, shooting him in the chest and leg. Witnesses reported that people with Keith put him in a car and drove him to another location, where he later died. After watching them leave, Titiana texted a family member admitting to the crime. She then sent a message to her deceased brother, Jason. I got him. Rest in peace. Titiana gave up her entire life just to bring her brother peace. Do you think what she did was right or wrong? Share your thoughts.
Now, I don't condone all of this unaliving and taking the law up in your hand, but maybe the law wasn't doing nothing, and she was like, you know what? This is my baby brother, and what you did to him was wrong for no reason at all. Y'all, share your thoughts on this one. But there's a lot of this going on where people are just taking up street justice. Y'all, take a listen to this one.
Letting your daughter go over your brother's house should not be a problem, but not in this case. A dad let his 8-year-old go over to his brother's house, but when she came home, he noticed she was bleeding in between her legs. He asked her, what happened to you? She said, my uncle hurt me real bad, and when he hurt me, I won't stop bleeding in between my legs. The daddy rushed out the house, ain't say what he was going, what he was doing, didn't even tell nobody what was going on. He went straight to his brother's house. When he got to his brother's house, he knocked on the door. As soon as his brother came to the door, he unalived him. He didn't let him talk. He didn't let him get a word in. As soon as his brother came to the door, he unalived him. And after unaliving him, he went and took his body and cut it up piece by piece and laid it all throughout the river. When they found most parts of his brother's body, it was in a suitcase. He cut that man up about his baby. And nobody is upset, which I don't blame them. People be so weird. You can't even let your kids go over to your family house without wondering if they're going to be okay. Is these people sick? Do they look at kids different? Like, this is disgusting. She was 8 years old. Why are you attracted to your niece? This is your brother's daughter. Have y'all heard about this story? This is crazy. Let's talk about this in the comments. Was y'all able to stay tonight at y'all family member house coming up?
The best part, when I tell you that the hearts of men have gotten so violent, it ain't even funny no more, right? It's not even funny, but this young lady unalived her boyfriend, him up, put him in bags, right? And then put out a search party looking for him, knowing she done unalive her baby daddy. Who does that?
The quiet neighborhoods of Columbia, South Carolina. December 2021 brought a search that captivated local residents. Taylor Wardlaw moved through the community with tears streaming down her face, desperately organizing search parties for her missing boyfriend, Terrell Sims. Her voice would crack as she pleaded with neighbors, friends, and family to help find the 26-year-old father of four who had seemingly vanished without a trace. "Please, if anyone has seen Terrell, call me immediately," she begged on social media posts that quickly spread throughout the tight-knit community. He wouldn't just leave his children like this, especially not before Christmas. The search intensified as days passed. Taylor stood before news cameras, her eyes red and swollen, describing the last time she had seen him at their home. She detailed how worried she was, how their child kept asking for daddy, how she couldn't sleep not knowing where he was. She organized search efforts in wooded areas near Monticello Road, bringing together dozens of concerned citizens who combed through brush and creek beds looking for any sign of Terrell. But as Taylor led these searches, as she cried on the shoulders of Terrell's family members, as she made impassioned pleas to the public, she harbored a secret so dark it would stun the entire community when revealed. Taylor Wardlaw knew exactly where Terrell Sims was. She knew because she had put him there. The truth would emerge in early January 2022. Taylor had shot Terrell multiple times during an argument on December 20th. Within hours of killing him, while his body lay hidden, she had taken his custom mouth grill to a pawn shop to sell it for cash. Then, with help from a friend, she had wrapped Terrell's body in plastic, dumped it near a creek, and discarded his ankle monitor a mile away. For nearly 2 weeks after the murder, Taylor maintained an elaborate charade of the worried girlfriend, the desperate searcher, the heartbroken partner, all while knowing she had ended Terrell's life with 4 bullets, including one to his back as he turned away from her. The case of Terrell Sims reveals how the facade of concern can mask cold calculation, how the person leading the search can be the very one responsible for the disappearance, and how those closest to us might harbor the most shocking secrets. As we examine this case, we'll uncover how investigators broke through Taylor's deception, how family members' suspicions led to crucial breakthroughs, and how justice eventually caught up with a woman who thought she could literally get away with murder. But before we continue with this disturbing true crime story, I want to ask you, have you ever noticed?
Now, I'm glad that she's locked up. She's in jail. She's serving her time. My thing is, this woman is so diabolical that you took the gold teeth, out of his mouth. You sold them. You cried with the family, right? If your friends are the type of friends that will help you get away with murder, I don't want them type of friends. Okay? Because, no ma'am. Not that we would ever think about them like that. We too different. Okay? But that was so sad that she did that and then joined in the search party looking for him, knowing she already know where he was. But baby, I know y'all see Rasheeda, is that her name? And Kirk and them with that tour that she was trying to put on, the concert, and people was just mocking her. Child. Then K. Michelle got into the mix. But while I was over there under K. Michelle, I think it's Reality Entertainment, so shout out to them. Did y'all hear that? This young man right here is Kirk Frost's daughter's boyfriend that was on a live last night. And from what I am reading from Gossip of the City, now I don't know these outlets, if they true, if they lies, but the comment sections and the boy's sister, they had a lot to say. So let me get into some of the comments from y'all, because baby, nobody's talking about this, that, she is involved in this allegedly. So the best squad, this is what it said. At Frosty Kia, set my brother up. She had her brother blank him and say she didn't know he blank him, my brother, 5 times in the back and stomach, chest, then clean it up and hid the brother so the police wouldn't find the weapon or him. This is crazy, y'all. Nobody talking about this. And then this was posted somewhere on Facebook. Listen, let's get into this report. It says title DV dispute outside resident leads to deadly shooting. August 8, 2025, the Gwinnett County Police Department is investigating a shooting outside a residence that resulted in the unaliving of a man at approximately 7 p.m. Officers assigned to the South Precinct were dispatched to a resident in the 3900 block road in Incorporated Snellville. The caller reported that a dispute took place at the residence and someone was, pow pow. It went on to say that when officers arrived at the incident location, they located the man who was pow pow and rendered aid. The Gwinnett County Fire Rescue transported the man to the local hospital where he ultimately passed away from the injuries sustained. One person was detained at the shooting location and is in the process of being interviewed. This is crazy. So the time Rasheeda over there going up under K. Michelle, the comment section talking about, yeah, she still loves me, forever living rent-free in her mind. I don't know, BTW, she opening up at my concert. Get your tickets. Ain't nobody getting your tickets. You don't hear the calls going out. That's why y'all being distracted. Y'all doing all this distraction because of all this that's going on. This is crazy. I don't know why nobody's talking about it, but baby, let's get into it. Let's get into the comment section, okay? And be prepared for my review, okay, with Heart and Hustle of Houston. Guys, do not watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. Bypass it. Bypass it. Go ahead, put your comments, subscribe, and I'll definitely talk to y'all later. I'm actually going to a fish fry. I'm going to a fish fry. Hopefully I'll be back to be able to watch the show and review it with y'all. All right? Talk to y'all later. Be safe. Love on one another. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Like a diamond, meditate daily. Baby enlighten, baby make racks. Baby spend cash, baby go get it and she don't gotta ask. Baby gon' run it up like an athlete. Plays gold at the track meet. At the stadium show going super hard, cause baby a superstar. Just bought a crib out of lake, off of the grid.